Video we are going to start the stomach. Stomach is also called as gastromeninter. So let us draw the stomach. This is a basic structure of stomach, like a normal diagram. So stomach is actually located, the 9 regions of stomach already, like 9 regions of abdomen. Okay, so stomach is actually called as gastromeninter, and it is a muscular bag. It's widest from most, like it is the widest and most distensible part of the digestive tube, right? So stomach is lying obliquely in upper and left part of the abdomen. So it mainly occupies the epigastric region. This is epigastrium. So it occupies the epigastrium, even the umbilical region, and also a left hypochondriac regions, and most of it is under the cover of costal margin and ribs. You can see this dotted line represents the costal margin, and of course ribs will be on the sides. So if you see the stomach, it's like a J shape, right? When it is empty, it is J shaped or vertical, and it's partially distended. In that case, it becomes like a piriform shape. So normally J shape. And in obese person, if you see, it is horizontal, and when distended partially distended, then it is piriform shape. Next, coming to the external features, if you see the external features, it mainly have 2 orifices. So what is the orifices? The first one, this is the cardiac orifice, and here you will have the pyloric orifice. Okay, so you have 2 orifices, cardiac and pyloric. If you see the cardiac orifice, it is at the level of 7th costal cartilage and at the level of T11 vertebra. And if you see the pyloric orifice, it is at the level of L1 vertebra, and it is along the transpyloric plane. Okay, so these points are enough to know about the cardiac orifice and the pyloric orifice. Now coming to the external features, if you see the stomach, it is having the 2 curvatures. This is the lesser curvature and this is a greater curvature. Okay, so this is greater curvature and this is lesser curvature. This is like all basic, everyone knows. So this is lesser curvature. And we know that the lesser curvature of the stomach is continuous with lesser omentum, or you can say it is attached to lesser omentum. And one more thing, actually this lesser curvature, in the lesser curvature, you will see a angular notch, or it is also the most dependent part here. It will be present over here. This is called as angular notch here. Okay, it is angular notch. So now coming to the greater curvature, it's continuous with the greater omentum, and also it attaches to the gastrosplenic. Backside you will have spleen. So from the stomach to the spleen you have a ligament, that is a gastrosplenic ligament, and also you have a gastrophrenic ligament from the stomach to the diaphragm. So these two are also attached to the greater curvature of the stomach, and this is called as cardiac notch here. So this is called cardiac notch, this is called angular notch. So you need to remember these notches. Now coming to the 2 surface of the stomach. Stomach have anterior or anterior superior surface, this one, which faces upwards. Okay, and if you see on the back side, just imagine the posterior side, you will have the posterior or posterior inferior surface, which will face backward and downward. Next, coming to the 2 parts of stomach. Stomach is divided into the cardiac part up to here. Okay, let us draw a line. So this is the cardiac part and this is the pyloric part. In turn, this cardiac part is divided into 2 parts. One is fundus, till here it is fundus, and this is body of stomach. Okay, and the pyloric part is also divided into 2 parts. One is a pyloric antrum, this is antrum, and one is a pyloric canal, this is canal. Okay, so they are subdivided. So actually 2 parts are subdivided into 4 parts, right? If you do the radiological examination of fundus part, you will find mainly gas over here. Okay. And in the body of stomach, you will find especially all the three types of secretory cells, like you will find the mucus cells, you will find the chief cells or peptic cells or zygominic cells, which mainly secrete digestive enzymes. And also you will find the parietal or oxyntic cells which secrete HCl. So the substances which secrete the enzymes and HCl all are located in the body. So it is a main part, like all important parts of the stomach are present. In the fundus you will find gas. So in the body you will find all important cells. Next, coming to pyloric antrum. In the pyloric antrum, mainly it is having an inconstant sulcus called sulcus intermedius, which is present on greater curvature. And there are also the pyloric glands, which are richest in mucus cells. So in pyloric antrum you have pyloric glands, which are rich in mucus. So here you have HCl enzymes, here you have mucus in the pyloric antrum. And next, coming to pyloric canal, it is narrow and tubular and it ends in a pylorus, and next it ends into the duodenum, first part of duodenum. Okay. Now coming to the peritoneal relations of stomach, already we discussed, here you will have the lesser omentum, and from the greater curvature of the stomach you will get the greater omentum like this. So this will be the greater omentum and here will be the lesser omentum, right? And also not only to the greater curvature you have greater omentum, you will also have gastrosplenic ligament, gastrophrenic ligament, so next, coming to visceral relations of the stomach. So anterior to the stomach, what structures you will be getting? You will be getting liver. Anterior means like above the stomach, like anterior to it. So let me show the diagram. So here you can see anterior to the stomach you have liver, you have the diaphragm, you have the anterior abdominal wall. So these are related to the anterior to the stomach. And you can see this diagram to check out the posterior relations of the stomach. So posterior to the stomach you have diaphragm, and also you are having the sac, the diaphragm, the left kidney, sorry not sac, you have the left kidney. So you can see here this is the left kidney. So this is the stomach, this is the posterior parts of the stomach. So this is a left kidney, and also you have the left suprarenal gland here. That is nothing but adrenal gland, left adrenal gland, and also you have pancreas. Okay, so you can see here this is the pancreas, and you have the transverse mesocolon. So this is a transverse mesocolon. You'll also have the splenic flexure of colon, and also have the splenic artery over here. And so these are all the structures which are present posterior to the abdomen. So anterior to abdomen you have only liver, diaphragm and anterior abdominal wall, but posteriorly you have many structures like spleen, pancreas, splenic artery, transverse mesocolon, diaphragm again is all on the posterior side. You have left suprarenal gland, left kidney, you also have a celiac trunk. So these are all the posterior relations to the stomach. Now let us discuss about interior of stomach. So if you see interior of your stomach, you have the mucosa, and that mucosa have rugae like structure which are like folds of the stomach. They look like folds, and these are called as gastric rugae. And this gastric rugae are mainly longitudinal in the case of your lesser curvature. So this is lesser curvature. So in the lesser curvature they are longitudinal, whereas they are irregular like this in the case of other parts. So especially in the lesser curvature they are longitudinal. And actually why these rugae are present, like they are providing a rough surface to the stomach for the absorption, and also there are like numerous small gastric pits. These are gastric pits. These gastric pits are where the gastric glands open here. Okay, and next mainly at this lesser curvature where this longitudinal rugae are present, these are also called as gastric canals. They are called as gastric canal or Megenstrasse. Megastrace or gastric canal. These are the longitudinal rugae where they are present especially on the lesser curvature. They are called as gastric canal or Megastrace. And especially whatever the drinks, like whatever the fluids which you drink are rapidly passing through this longitudinal rugae along this lesser curvature, not going to other parts of the stomach, so they can directly go from this part into lower structures. So we should be careful while drinking some like concentrated drinks, because the peptic ulcer is having most of the chance of the peptic ulcers are in this lesser curvature along this gastric canal or gastroenteric. So it is prone to gastric ulcer. So now we have talked about mucosa. So if you remove the mucosa, inside you will have the submucosa. So let me mention here, this is mucosa. So next, if you remove next layer, then you will get the submucosa. And in the submucosa, there are mainly connective tissue, arterioles, and also nerve plexus. So all these are present in the submucosa layer. Now coming to layers of stomach. So if we discuss the layers of stomach, first you have longitudinal fibers, which are most superficial. So superficial are longitudinal fibers, which are mainly present along curvatures, especially if you remember it is present along the lesser curvature. Okay, next the inner circular fibers. Next inner you have circular fibers, which encircle especially the body of the stomach, and also they are thickened especially at pylorus to form pyloric sphincter. So inner circular fibers. And next layer comes the deepest layer, which consists of oblique fibers. So here you have oblique fibers. So these are circular. Next you have innermost deepest oblique fibers, which loop over cardiac notch, and some fibers also spread in fundus body. Rest form a well-developed ridge on each side of lesser curvature. So these fibers, especially on contraction, form the gastric canal for passage of fluids. So these oblique fibers form gastric canal. So finally, outermost you have serous coat. So the serous coat mainly contains peritoneal covering. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 4 layers. This can be also called as muzzle coat of stomach. So now let us discuss about blood supply of stomach. So let us draw stomach first. So first it has splenic branches here. So from splenic branch you get one short gastric artery, and also you will get the left gastroepiploic artery, and also the right gastroepiploic artery. So one more thing is a splenic artery. So from the splenic branch you will get short gastric artery, left gastroepiploic artery, right gastroepiploic artery, splenic artery. So see, these are all coming from splenic branch, which is located back of the stomach, like, or otherwise you can say from the near to greater curvature of the stomach. So next here you will have the celiac trunk. So this is celiac trunk. From the celiac trunk you will get left gastric artery, okay, and this splenic artery is also continuous with this celiac trunk, and from this celiac trunk only you will get 2 branches. This is right gastric artery, which is also coming from celiac trunk, and actually the one branch from the celiac trunk will form hepatic artery, sorry, this one, this is hepatic artery, and from here this will divide into gastroduodenal artery. So from the celiac trunk you are getting splenic artery, you are getting hepatic artery, you are getting gastroduodenal artery. So these are all coming from the celiac trunk, and even the left gastric artery. This one, right? Left gastric artery. This is about arteries. So veins. The veins of stomach, they drain into portal, superior, mesenteric and splenic veins. Now let us discuss about lymph drainage of stomach. So again let us draw a simple diagram of stomach. So for the lymph drainage, the stomach is divided into different areas like A, B, C and D. So these are the different areas from which the stomach is draining. So the first A region, that is like you can say the fundus region, near to fundus, half of the fundus region, like left half of fundus region is draining into pancreatico-splenic nodes. Okay, pancreatico-splenic nodes. This A region is draining into pancreatico-splenic nodes, and from here it is in turn draining into celiac lymph nodes. Next, coming to the B region, if you see the B region, it is draining into left gastric nodes, and from the left gastric nodes the lymph is draining into abdominal part of esophagus,